Coach Mike Cavanaugh and Ryan Tattle from UConn. Coach, would you please give your opening statement?
Sure. Yes. It's been a tough game for us the past few years. The past 3 years we were tied going into the third period every year, and we couldn't find a way to win the game. And actually going into the third period, I told the kids that I really wanted this. I wanted to be tied again going into the third period because that's a great hockey team over there, and they're really well coached and in all facets of the game. So to beat them, you have to be gritty, you have to be tough, you have to have a lot of competitors on your team, and I feel we have that in spades. And the power play, we got one with 8 minutes left, and I didn't think it was very sharp, but Tats won a big face-off for us there at the end with 19 seconds to go, and then obviously make a great play to win it with 0.5 seconds left. And he's not going to tell you, but he had to go home to Vancouver for a family matter on Wednesday, and took the red-eye home last night and landed in JFK this morning at 7. So it's a pretty good performance for a guy who's been on a plane all night long. So, but it was him and Tyler Muslik and a whole bunch of guys I thought that gave us great efforts tonight. So it gives us a chance to play in the championship game tomorrow night.
Coach Muslik just stood on his head the whole game and had a heck of a game. What do you have to say about his performance?
I thought he was really square to the puck tonight. So, there were some chances. I felt like the grade A chances that they had more early, I thought, and he made some big saves there. But I thought we also did a pretty good job boxing out in front of the net and not giving them second and third opportunities.
Ryan, can you just describe your entire thought process on that last 17 seconds to face off?
I think for that, I mean, we talked on the bench. Obviously, Haltz gave us a few ideas to run through, and one of them was for me to kind of fade off to the back post there, and how he just kind of threw it at me and kicked it up, and luckily I had some net.
Ryan, just what was the feeling like when you put that puck in, got pretty much a game-winning goal, and go celebrate with your teammates?
Yeah, I mean, you said it perfectly. The best part about it is being around my teammates. I mean, I score the goal, sure, but I mean, those guys make the play happen, and you know what I mean? Those guys, even the guys that don't get on the sheet tonight, I mean, we played great, all 4 lines, all 60 are goalies, so yeah, it's great to celebrate with the guys.
Coach, this program seems to get better and better every year, and now winning against the Bobcats for the first time in a while. Just what does that mean to you for the growth of the program as a whole?
Yeah, it was certainly a monkey that was on our back that we wanted to get off, and I just really feel for Hudson Shandor and John Spetz, who have been involved in all those games. I think they're the only 2 on the team who have been involved in all of those 3 losses we had to Quinnipiac. So I really feel happy for them, but we're still going to have to beat a good team in Sacred Heart or Yale if we want to take home a trophy, and we understand that.
How do you kind of come off such a high from this win and refocus for tomorrow?
Well, I mean, you have to. I mean, that's why I love this tournament, because I say it's a dress rehearsal for what's to come. Like at some point, we hope to be in the Boston Garden playing in the Hockey East Championships, and we might win a game in overtime or a game late in the semis. But if you don't win that final, that game doesn't. That's just another game. So you have to. I think really good teams are able to reset and refocus and understand that there's going to be another challenge and great opportunity for us. 7:30 tomorrow night. Is that what time we're playing? Is it 7:30?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan, can you kind of expand on what the coach said about how beating Quinnipiac? I know you were here all 3 years, just last year, but you could probably speak to what the feeling with the older guys in the locker room about kind of getting over this hump.
Yeah, I mean, my freshman year and my sophomore year, we lost to them in like he said, close games. So, I mean, it's something we definitely didn't hide from. I mean, we knew that we hadn't really beat them in a close game like that. So, to finally get over the hump, it's a good feeling for sure. But I mean, like you said too, we got to play a good team tomorrow, and you want to come here to win a trophy. So.
Coach, for you, when you have to adjust and you have less than 24 hours to prepare for your opponent the next day, how do you sort of go through that as the head coach?
Well, I'm gonna go get something to eat with these guys right now, and then try to just regroup and refocus myself. And I will. I've been doing it long enough to, know that just like the players, I need a good night's sleep tonight, and I'll get up in the morning, and my assistants will be here and breaking down both teams, and we'll have we've pretty much broken down both teams, but they'll watch this game, and if they see anything different that we haven't seen already, then we'll go over that tomorrow in our meeting. But this isn't really the one nice thing about hockey is it's a fluid game. It's not like football where you have to reset every play, and it's a fluid game. And if you compete hard in front of your net, and you can win special teams, and you establish a forecheck, manage the puck through the neutral zone, you're going to be successful. So we really focus on just anybody we play. Maybe they have a face-off play, or maybe they do something unique on the power play, but we really focus more about us playing our game.
Coach, you have a big weekend, the past weekend against number 5 Maine. Take a win on the first night and then take a tie in the second night. How much volume did that speak for today?
I don't think it had anything to do with today. I really don't. That was a good weekend, but we just try to stay in the present. We really do. Because if you don't, and I know in the league that we're in, we got Providence the following week, and we got UMass, and then we got Lowell, and then we got BU, and then we got Maine again. It's just like you can overwhelm yourself. You don't just stay in present and focus on the game at hand, and that's all we're trying to do.
What allowed the Penn power play to shake off a 0-for-4 start and score at the end there?
I think it's been really good since Christmas, and I think the guys have a lot of belief in themselves. And we always say, listen, the best part, what were we, 1 for 5 today?
Yeah.
That's a great percentage, 20%. A lot of, you get 20% or you're 25%, that's pretty good. So you're going to fail 3 or 4 times and still have a good power play out of every 5. So that's all we try to focus on. It's the next power play, not what's happened previously.
Coach, PK went 6 for 6 today. Can you talk about the impact that they had?
I thought they did an excellent job. That 5-on-3 kill was really big for us. That was maybe a turning point, because that could have, gone the other way, and it would have been a tough hill to climb, because that's a really tough team to play when they have a lead.
What was your feeling when Ryan scored there?
Well, I was happy. I wanted to look up and make sure it got in under the clock. That was my first thing, and then I like seeing 0.5. But then, they challenge it, and now I'm nervous was there interference, but overall it was just, we were happy that we won, and now, like I said, reset and move on to the next game.
I know the game just ended, but would you start Tyler again tomorrow, or just gonna wait and see?
I think we'll just meet as a staff tonight, tomorrow morning, and make that decision.
Ryan, you draw the penalty, you get hit from behind, you're obviously frustrated from it, but then you go and score the winner with 0.5 seconds to go. How does that feel for you? What kind of a message is that?
It feels good. I mean, I've had to grow and learn a little bit in terms of retaliation. I mean, I'm not going to hide from it. I think, my freshman year and sophomore year, I was maybe more a retaliatory player. And, I think, he's told me, the other coaches have told me, my dad's told me, the better way to get him back is probably on the scoreboard. So, I mean, it felt good, and we're happy to win.
Ryan, was it tough for you coming back and having to kind of jump right back into it after being away a couple days?
I mean, not really. I mean, this is what I love to do. I love to be around the guys, and it's home. UConn's home, so being here, being with the guys, it's easy.
Coach, last year you talked about how you thought CTI should stay at the XL Center. What did you think of the atmosphere today?
I thought it was great. Listen, this is a beautiful building. CJ gave me a tour this morning when I got down here, and it's a really, really impressive building. I like the building. It has nothing to do with that. I think our building's great too. I just think we're shortchanging ourselves in Connecticut as college hockey fans if we're only going to limit 4,000 people to come here tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. It has nothing to do with the building, and They've done an awesome job hosting, and Quinnipiac did a great job hosting when they had it. But I just think we should build this thing to where we're getting 10, 12,000 for a final. I think we're capable of doing that in this state, and that's the only reason that I say that. It has nothing to do with anything else.